I'm here for the same reason as everyone else is here. Obviously, first and foremost, we know that Kilmar Garcia deserves to be free and to be back home with his family. We know that Mahmoud Khalil deserves to be free and to be back home with his family. We know that Elise Berrios deserves to be free and to be back home with her family. We know that those are the names that we know this week, but there are hundreds that are going through the same thing in just the last week. There have been thousands since the Trump administration.
This is disappearing people. This is, as someone earlier was saying, this is trying to get people to think that some of the people in this country are not fully human. And that's what happened in the Holocaust. And that's what happened with the Japanese Americans being put into concentration camps during World War II. That is the moment that we're in right now. And I think part of the problem is that the judicial branch is not standing up against the executive. So the average citizen who's not really checked in, they're not aware that there's a crisis because the judicial branch is not doing their job and they're not acting like it's a crisis. The Congress is not doing its job. Only a handful of even Democratic congresspeople and senators are acting like we're in the crisis that we're in.
So I go by Alex Jones. I lead the Tesla takedown protest in Owings Mills, Maryland. And I'm here today because I think that what is happening in our federal government, the theft of our federal government by billionaires like Elon Musk, is intimately connected with what we see here today. That DOGE is facilitating the theft of our personal data and our taxpayer data to be able to put that together with people's statuses in this country so that they can more effectively persecute people who are here regardless of what their status is. So I find this incredibly dangerous, and that's why I'm out here today, because these are linked issues.
So I'm a portrait painter by trade. I do portrait commissions, and I am taking my free time to do portraits of each of the. I'm finding Venezuelans that have been sent there, that were immigrants here, that there's quite a few that the press has been covering a lot. Andre Hernandez is one of them that the press has covered quite a bit, but I thought that there are surely others that aren't getting any coverage and their stories need to be told. And when their stories are told, it helps humanize, because what you hear a lot on the news and from the administration is these are the most horrific gang members that are involved in all kinds of murders and rapes, and when you hear their stories, you can see quite quickly that it's not true, and that no one could mistake these kids for being gang members. Yeah. I find it interesting that the same people that say they hold the Constitution dear are the first ones willing to throw it out for the bigotry, hatred, and I want to live in a country that upholds the Constitution, and to have an administration that at every level is interested in seeing how far they can break the Constitution and get away with it, from dismantling agencies against what Congress would allow them, or deporting people or rendering people without due process.